I'm reading card number 28, Medicine Bundle, Allies and Support. The Medicine Bundle, symbols of connections with allies of the earth, medicine to heal us and give us rebirth, talents to honor, abilities to praise, strength and compassion, guide our medicine ways. The teaching of this card, which is from the book, that's the book, Sacred Path Cards by Jamie Sams. And I bought it from Colorado Springs, Garden of the Gods Road. It was a Discover the Goodwill place. So the teaching, the medicine bundle is a collection of items that has come to you in a variety of ways and that represents the totems of your power animals and allies among nature. In a medicine bundle, you might find a seed pot, a tobacco tie, a bowl of dried sap from a pine tree, a skull block, an elk tooth, a horse hair, a quartz crystal, an otter tail, a stone person, a special string of beads, and or any other item that represents medicine to the bundle's owner. In ancient times, many of the items were of special significance among the tribes and nations of Native America. For instance, the Crow believed that an elk tooth was medicine that would bring abundance in a material manner to the owner. A piece of blue cloth meant good luck. Bear hair and claws could keep a warrior's horse in prime shape. And a shallow wing would give the power to evade the enemies. Medicine bundles were used for many different things. There were bundles for personal medicine, tribal bundles, warrior bundles, sun dance bundles, giving birth bundles, hunting bundles, dreaming bundles, and vision bundles. Some bundles would be created by a medicine man or a medicine woman for special needs, or people could create their own. Some were passed down before death to the family member or worthy tribal members. This passing of the medicine was to ensure the proper use and guardianship of the medicine bundle. Each medicine bundle came with its own set of rules. For instance, if the owner had a warrior bundle, that gave him or her great strength in the battle. His allies connected to that bundle may have forbidden him or her to eat female deer meat and never to paint his face with blue. The gentleness that is part of the dough could inhibit these actions in counting coup. Blue face paint could draw him toward the road of spirit and might bring him an early death. Every bundle has a specific purpose, and most have regulations that will strengthen the medicine of the bundle's allies. Thoughtless actions can create havoc in the harmony achieved between the medicine helpers and the person seeking assistance if there is no respect for the bundle's natural sense of order. The same rules apply to a smaller bundle worn on the person, which is called a medicine pouch. Some warriors purchased special copies of a bundle from another tribal member whom they respected. If these braves had no vision of what their own medicine was, they were left with no protection. The allies of nature had been called upon, but for one reason or another, some warriors could not receive their medicine dreams. I feel that the problem may have been that they were not in touch with their female receptive energy due to the rigors of having to prove their right to be warrior clan. In any case, to be an unprotected warrior meant sure death at an early age. To lie about having received messages from your power totem or a vision of your path was to invite disaster. And yet for a tribe to have a brave without a medicine was even worse. The predicament was solved by wise medicine men, women, chiefs, and great warriors. These men would accept horses or other valuable items for a copy of their medicine bundle. The bundle's maker never put every object that represented this total protection into the copy. The reason for this was that to give away all of your medicine would leave your spirit at risk. No one should ever know all of the items in a personal medicine bundle. If someone was trying to use bad medicine to attack a powerful leader in a tribe, they could harm that person by knowing their medicine is using sorcery. The penalty for stealing another's medicine bundle was death. Unless invited, it was forbidden to touch any personal possession belonging to another tribal member, man, woman, or child. Tribal bundles, called the grandmothers, were the oldest and most sacred. Next came the sun dance bundles, and then the warrior bundles. This order of sacredness reflected the medicine and strength each bundle had provided the tribe over long periods of time. Every winter that passed successfully gave further strength to the bundles. Individual Sundance bundles were made up by each Braves sponsor, who was already acknowledged through acts of courage. Their sponsor placed totem objects into the Sundance bundles that had been passed through many lines of ancestor warriors. No bundles, however, were more sacred than the tribal bundles. These grandmother bundles ranked highest in the most ancient tried and tested medicine and represented the combined spirits of all tribal members, past, present, and future generations, 7 back, 7 forth. The grandmothers were so named because they are tribal bundles that carry the nurturing medicine needed by all their children. Like every grandmother in humankind, these grandmother bundles seek only the best for their grandchildren. The tribal bundles have been passed down through a line of guardians. At one time, these bundles had to have their own tipi and were set up in the camp as a protection for that tribe. These grandmother bundles were protected usually by the warrior chiefs, who had honored themselves and carried strong medicine themselves. The tribal bundles were considered living beings and were never left alone and unprotected. Today, the grandmother bundles have been secreted away, and many are protected by grandmother elders, as well as by some medicine men or women. These are among the most sacred objects of our people and still hold the spirit of all of the Native American nations or other nations. The personal medicine bundles can be carried or worn on the person. These bundles are called on when needed for strength and or courage during daily activities. Some medicine pouches are worn around the neck and are smaller versions of the medicine bundle. These medicine pouches are a reminder for the wearer of the talents, the abilities, and the power animals who will aid them in walking tall and in balance. They are also used for protection. The bundles carried by women are not spoken of very much in written history due to the secrets of the medicine being reserved for the sisterhoods. The warrior clan knew that the women were naturally more adept at receiving to their female nature and Thus, the women were always honored for the inner knowing and the woman medicine they carried. These female medicine bundles could be used to promote fertility, to aid the male warrior who walked at the woman's side, to seek new healing techniques with herbs to aid in delivery of a baby, to bring abundance to the lodge, or to maintain a happy family. The women have always been separated in their use of medicine and have honored their own societies. They have never had to go through the rigors of physical tests of strength to achieve a vision. They are mothers of the creative force of the universe and naturally receive the messages of their medicine helpers to keep and maintain the strength of their personal and sisterhood bundles. Each object that comes to you to be a part of your personal medicine can be placed in a piece of hide and wrapped like you would cover a gift, folding all four corners to the hide, to the center, and then tying the bundle 4 times with cords of buckskin. Medicine bundles vary in size from sometimes that fits in the palm of your hand all the way up to the size of a newborn baby. Some medicine bundles are rolled and some are folded into the pieces of hide. You may want to put some of the smaller objects into a medicine pouch and wear it at your waist or around your neck. If you want to make a medicine bundle for a special friend, you would need to look at what kind of medicine you want to share. Then call on the four clan chiefs to send you a dream or vision of what to include. This could be a bundle for a young wife who fears her first pregnancy, a young man going into the armed forces, a newlywed couple, someone buying land who would need a guardian spirit for the protection of that land, or a friend who is ill. Every kind of bundle is a gift of self and is only to be shared with those who will honor the sacred responsibility of the bundle's medicine. If you are an elder, you may want to pass your medicine to a younger person who you know will accept the responsibility with honor and courage. The bundle may also be passed to another if you do not intend to drop your robe. Die. If a person should drop the robe before passing the medicine bundle to someone else, that bundle and all of the sacred medicine belongings to the deceased person should be burned so that the spirit will have no medicine strings attached to the wheel of life and may be free to move on to the blue road of spirit. Accepting medicine that has been passed from an elder or another person with great strength is not to be taken lightly. It is a great responsibility to respect the life and deeds of another person. Carry yourself in a manner that would allow the original holder of that medicine to take pride in your actions. If you dishonor the life of that elder or the medicine, you would receive your share of hard knocks from the allies. The allies understand that all acts of physical life are sacred in the proper time. The allies teach us how and when to experience every act along the sacred path with beauty. So now that was the teaching, and now the applications. If the medicine bundle has come into your hands today, you are being asked to honor the wisdom of your ancestors and the allies. If you are not sure what the messages are, look at the strengths that are now being given to you and count them as your personal medicine. This assistance is supporting your present path and should be recognized as blessings from your medicine helpers. Through them, you may find the courage to support the self. The focus of this card tells you that you are not alone. That's the card again. The path may be difficult at this time, but you are being supported during your climb. If the path is progressing easily, you are in alignment with the allies and are experiencing their assistance. Be grateful. In all instances, you are being asked to note who is helping and see if you can return the favor by supporting others. Pay it forward. The assistance of the medicine helpers does not falter when you stumble on your path. By example, you should also remain true to others you have assisted. Betrayal after trust is deadly. To have allies, you must also learn how to be one.